Good morning, my fellow friends. Good morning, fellow TBCians all over the whole world. This is your colleague, your fellow TBCian, Basil Ude, broadcasting live from the coast city of Enugu, the capital of Enugu State, southeast Nigeria. This morning, I want to welcome our friends, my fellow co-participants who are joining now. I welcome you all to the broadcast of today. This morning, I want to also welcome our international viewers that are key into this broadcast. You are all welcome. This morning, our topic will be TBC cash flow, acquiring the necessary skills. It is an important issue that I want us to share this morning. To be a TBCian that is experiencing steady cash flow, you got to have the necessary skills. Before I go into the topic, I want to just give us an update of the current happenings in the TBC community. We all know that the migration from the old wallet is completed. However, there's a window, just a window the admin provided, that you can still retrieve your old coins from the old wallet by going through the processes as indicated in the TBC back office, the Kringle Cash back office. You click your account, you know the arcade coins, that's the coins in the old wallet. Through the process indicated shown there, I can retrieve your coins after you have paid your activation fee of $10. For you to have your send button on, it's very easy now. Still in the Kringle Cash back office, you will see send button test. Click that send button test, answer the 10 questions, and you're good to go. Your send button become on. Everything is becoming easier and smoother. Thanks to the admin of TBC and his wonderful supporters and support team. Today, I will now address the topic, which is TBC cash flow. You know, we're in the trending of cash flow. We have been encouraged to experience cash flow, to make the money in our wallet reach our pocket. And to do that, in this segment of my talk, I want to dwell on the acquiring necessary skills. We know that skill is key to personal development. There is nothing you do here in the world without acquiring the skill. So for us to develop, we need to acquire the appropriate skills. So skill is important, it's necessary. And I want you to just hang around with me, give me some patience as I make this background talk on skills. You know, when you acquire skills, it does a number of things. The first thing that skills do is to increase our knowledge base, our know-how levels. How much do you know of a certain thing? Are you a businessman? Are you a businesswoman? To what extent do you know about that business? We are doing TBC, we call ourselves TBCians. To what extent do you know about TBC mission and vision? To what extent do you understand the message that TBC is giving? To what extent do we understand the roadmap of TBC? This knowledge base. We have a lot of information being given us on the blog of TBC by admin. We also have a lot of videos being provided every day by the broadcasters But the TBC leaders, these are all sources of knowledge base. Knowledge of all these things will improve our skills. So number one thing is skill acquisition begins with expansion of our knowledge base in our know-how levels. As we gather skills, it also will expand our understanding. It will increase our understanding of the following: financial IQ. I've seen a number of times here, without financial intelligence, without financial know-how, one will not do well in financial matters. So it's good for us to acquire skills that will expand our financial IQ so that we'll be able to manage our resources, our financial resources, in a manner way that will boost our cash flow. So, you need to know about financial intelligence to have a steady cash flow, apply your TBC resources, using your TBC assets. So, skills of this nature should be acquired. And I can also tell you, if you study blogs, if you study YouTube videos of leaders, you get adequate resources to expand your financial IQ. You also need to expand your business IQ. When I say business IQ, I mean administrative IQ and management IQ in the area of business. There are equally resources. And I encourage us to go beyond just a local place. Go to the internet, Google a lot of issues and topics. You'll be surprised how much knowledge, how much thing you can acquire by taking time out to search. I only advise my friends, go to seminars. There are some paid seminars that are very good. They acquire certain principles about administrative IQs and financial management IQs, and equally management IQs on its own. All these things help us to develop and expand our knowledge base, which are skills that will do this. Then skill acquisition also help us to develop what we call best global practices in businesses. All these are ethics, crafts, tips that will help us run businesses globally. When we say best practices, there are type of business concepts that if one applies, will have international revenue, international inflow. So we will not think about cash flow from a local viewpoint. No, you can have cash flow from the community. That's great. But once you learn these global business practices, you also have cash flow across the globe. You go beyond the shore of you where you live. And that is one of the things these skills will help us do. So as a TBCian, you are well endowed to run your TBC business from the local front and also from the global front, when you do acquire the necessary skills. So this morning, I will take these skills one by one. Today, I will start with what I'll call communication skills. You want to experience cash flow in the TBC? You want to experience cash flow, steady cash flow? Then, friends, you need to acquire the skills, of which number one I'll mention this morning is communication skills. We have to be able to communicate sufficiently, communicate adequately, communicate appropriately to enjoy cash flow. Now, breaking them down, what is communication? Simply put, getting yourself across, getting your views across. getting your intention across, getting your thoughts across, getting your purpose across. Once you can get it across and it is received and understood, they have communicated. When you get the information across, if it's received, communication has happened. So when you are getting yourself across and nobody's receiving it, nobody's understanding it, you're not communicating. Now, we have what they call peer-to-peer communication. So, friends, you have to acquire skills when you talk with anyone, even your spouse, your children, your friends. You have to learn to see what you are saying. Are they understanding you? How do you communicate? Naturally, that's the foundation. Communicating peer-to-peer, one-on-one. One of the best ways, friends, is to acquire skills that will make you communicate very well, smoothly, using simple words, speaking slowly, making emphasis. There are a lot of resources to help us do that. To be a communicator, friends, is not just know how to speak. So I will encourage us, friends, research, Google, find ways you can be a good communicator. You can Google how to communicate well. You get some resources. Because when you can communicate one-on-one, person to person, you are building your communication skills. It may look simple, friends. For you to have a steady cash flow, you should be an excellent communicator. All of us are learning that, but they say practice brings imperfection. No? So as you practice this, friends, you'll find that you are on your way to be an excellent communicator. Then, apart from person-to-person communication, we also have group communication, where you're involved in a meeting, in a community, or in the office. You have to communicate among people. You have to share the views among people. There are also skills necessary to have this. A good communicator in the group will be able to accommodate others' viewpoints and be able to share his or her viewpoints in a very smooth way. So we also have to learn the skill of group communication. And that's what I call teams. You have to have the team spirit. You have to have the team mind or the team mindset. So when you can work with a team, you can flow with a team, you can have people participating with you and happy to work with you, then you are communicating well. So I will ask us, let us learn how to communicate in a team. We know that teamwork is leverage work. When you do this TBC, as I do not share my TBC alone. I have a team. We go out there, distribute the TBC, share it, have our knowledge both expanded. As we are doing this, we are learning. This team building, this team building spirit increases our communication levels. We can relate with others in different groups. This will help us acquire the skill that will help us experience the cash flow on a steady basis. So we need communication within teams. If you can communicate at team level, you are getting there. Then when you can communicate at team level, you have the confidence to do a broadcast as I'm doing now. Earlier we are doing what we call testimonial videos. It's still there. You can do testimonial videos, run a small short video, talk about your experience in TBC, what you are learning, or what you have experienced, or how you have benefited from TBC. So all these things are stepping stone to develop your communication skill. Then you come to the broadcast level. From broadcast level, you can do video marketing. It's another way to communicate. Video marketing, where you present issues, present your business, present your viewpoints on video. And one place like YouTube, we have Zoom, all these are platforms. You can reach out. You can reach out the message you have. So friends, you can communicate TBC through this broadcast. You can communicate TBC mission and vision through the blogs, through the Zoom. All these are video presentations which can make you be a good communicator and develop your communication skills. Then also forming presentations, global level, you can do a local level, you can do person-to-person presentation. So communication is what gives you the wings to do presentation. Now that takes to another level of communication. We know blogging. Blogging is another wonderful way you can communicate your ideas. You can communicate your business. You can communicate your TBC excellently through good blogs. You do blog posts. You have learned the communication skills. People will be interested to read your blogs. They will look forward to seeing what you want to say. And this is an excellent way to communicate. If you do good blogs, then you might begin to do a good website. You see, all these things is offshoot from communicating well. You know, we also have the radio broadcasts. We also have television as a way of communicating. But all these things, once well developed, cut across any media. The print media, the video media, the internet media, all these areas is serve one purpose: communicating to the outside, reaching out to the people, giving them what you want to offer. So friends, today I want us to look at communication skill as the foundation, very necessary to run your TBC in a way and manner it will provide you a steady cash flow. Now I'll give you the overview of communication skill. Let me now give instances, scenarios, how this communication skill can apply in our day-to-day TBC experience. Of course, I'm here to share my experience. I'm not here to give you a lecture. I've just given us a background. So personally, the time I joined TBC, I really don't understand what it's all about. I have always had Bitcoin, deal on Bitcoin. You just buy, use it, change it, it rises. It's like just acquire, sell. One didn't understand the difference between Bitcoin and the TBC. So when I got into TBC, I have to learn. I bought the TBC, I had it. I couldn't even share it to anybody. I don't understand what it's all about. So because I don't understand what it's all about, I couldn't communicate it. I couldn't even sell it. I couldn't even give to anyone until I began to learn. I began to attend seminars, events that is revolving around TBC. Within a short time, I was able to understand the TBC. Then I began to share it in small way. But initially, not everyone understood what I'm talking about. I found I was not communicating well. I was not taking the message across. I have to go back to the drawing board. I began to study. I went to learn. And I understood that I may have a good message. Oh, TBC is good. It will end poverty. TBC will bring abundance. TBC. But the way I present it, it may not be acceptable. So what did I do? I began to apply my understanding of TBC to myself. I began to find that I should begin to spend more time on doing TBC related activities. Begin to, since I'm a computer literate person, I'm an ICT consultant, so I know there are ways I can help out to challenges other TBC stakeholders who have TBC but lack, let's say, the ICT know-how to help them run a TBC. I began to offer these services. I began to flow with the concept of TBC activity transactions. And naturally, the time I began to open my mouth and talk about TBC, the communication was getting through. People began to see TBC as real. People began to identify with me with TBC because I've now learned the, the necessary communication skill to present TBC in a manner and in a way that people will understand it. So that's communication skill. That's how I learned. The first one is having that person-to-person communication skill. Then I have to go from there. You see, there's always an increase. So, well, I can now talk to individual. How can I present TBC to a group, to a team? That also required what I said earlier on. It requires some skills to do that. Again, I went to workshops. I went to other online groups. I listened to some videos. With some time, I found that you also need skills, another type of skill to communicate in a group, in a team. What I learned that not everyone that came to TBC have the same viewpoint of TBC. We have different views. So I now learned to understand here. So you share your own view, others share their own view. They will now bring all these viewpoints and see how we can marry it together to have the real viewpoint we should have as TBCians. As we need to have this contributing aspect of communication, all of us learned more. Yeah. So the skills required again is that for you to do a group communication, you have to acknowledge every person, every member of that group, and find that there's something important each member can share. As you harness all these viewpoints, you end up having a bigger viewpoint. So that's what I learned, that communicating in a group, in a team, has its own special resources, special flavors. Now, we can present TBC in a group way, and of course, our cash flow expands accordingly because the group leverages our cash flow. Our group leverages the people that flow into TBC. So communication in a group is what I learned personally. You have to go further. I'm now having group meetings. We have group interactions. But how do I do my broadcast? Initially, again, I have to communicate. So I started with testimonial video. Friends, you can do it. I use my handset. I put it from my face and talked. The way I talked, I didn't like it. I deleted it. I did another one. It was better. I said, well, I'm trying. You see, I'm trying to learn that skill, how to communicate through video. So I did the first testimonial. I put it on the testimonial part of the TBC. Nothing happened. I did another one. Then the third one. They approved me. I said, fine. So you see, that what motivated me to say, okay, now I can do testimonial video. I've learned also another way of communicating through testimonials. I said, well, I'm getting there. Then I have to go video communication. That's what I'm doing now. Friends, the first time I did broadcast, it wasn't simple. I don't know what's going to happen. But again, that is learning communication. So I did my first broadcast. I spoke, and after 30 minutes, I stopped speaking. I downloaded what I spoke. It made sense. I said, good. That means communication. So, friends, you see, these are all communication levels. Broadcast now, with this skill, friends, I can go further. I can get a product and marketing. Just as you can do, friends. You can market TBC now. Do a video on TBC. Put it on your own website. That is video marketing. You can do video on any subject, on anything you know. That is video marketing. And it is bringing cash flows. So TBC, to me, has given me let's say, the fundamentals, the roots to spring. It's like a springboard. It's when I'm doing TBC broadcast. I will take the same skills acquired here to do other broadcasts in other business I do. You see, cash flow is not just rigid. Cash flow is dynamic. It grows. Cash flow comes from every angle, many streams. So communication skill, friends, is very necessary for you to have cash flow in TBC. Communication skills is necessary to experience cash flow in any business you do. So today, I just emphasized communication as one of the major skills to acquire to experience steady cash flow in TBC. And I've emphasized so much on the gradual growth. So it's not something you do overnight. You have to build yourself. You have to grow that skill. As I'm telling you, I'm doing broadcast now. I'm growing the skill. Maybe a couple of days later, I begin to do blog posts, create a blog site, talk about cryptocurrencies. I can focus on TBC. I begin to talk about TBC, my benefit in TBC. I can share testimonial from other people. You can do ideas, create things. As you are communicating, cash flow is also communicating to your pocket. So it's a two-way thing. As you communicate, money communicates to you. So it becomes a cash flow. So friends, I want to just by anybody telling us, let us learn, acquire the skills necessary to experience steady cash flow in TBC. And one of those major skills I've just highlighted today is communication skills. And in the next broadcast, I'll take another topic that is necessary for these skills. Because I told us as I began, skills expand our knowledge levels. Skill expand us. Our know-how increases. And that know-how is the ingredient required to experience cash flow. I want to acknowledge the viewers who are with me, and I want to appreciate you have been part of this program. And I believe by this time next week, we're going to have another broadcast, and I will also bring up another good skill, another wonderful skill required. So, properly experience TBC cash flow all the time, not just one time, all the time. And I've shared my experience that once I began this broadcast, I've got international friends, local friends, and some of them want to know more about TBC. Some want to have their TBC. They believe if you know so much about TBC, we can buy from you because you guide us, you show us how. Because people need to have confidence in you that if you know so much about something, you are the best person to take them through. So it's a simple natural law. So I would like to tell us, friends, try to develop communication skills. It will help you enjoy steady cash flow in your TBC experience. On this point, I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for being around. Until this time next week, Tuesday, 8:30 in the morning, be with me. If you need to contact me, just look down. You see my contact below this video. And for those of us in Nigeria, I want to encourage us that we do have meetings in the southeastern Nigeria where we teach what I just told you, and we teach more other things. The other resource people that also help us do these things. So if you are in the southeastern Nigeria, there is a place called in Ogui Road. We call it Chinatown Bus Stop. You have what we call Yes You Can Foundation. That place every Friday, 10 a.m., we meet and we share TBC. Then in Trasekulu, by the Express, where they call Old CBN Bus Stop, an event center at Mavis Hotel, 11 in the morning, every Tuesday, we get around there and we also share TBC. And on Nogi Road, Enugu as well, where we have Day Spring, it's an old hotel, the top floor there, we also share TBC, Tuesdays, 2 p.m. afternoon, Nigerian time. See you there at the top. Bye.